thank you again. Thank you everybody for being here and presenting for us. I think for me, it was a very valuable experience. And basically, it puts into a very correct flow of format about why you find that internet usage is still not high within Malaysia. Grounds, I think it's quite common, all right, that there are needs or what people want from going on iBanking. The other side, again, we really address the concerns, because as you're addressing the concerns, perhaps I think the concerns will be actually more better managed if you're talking about why do we start out, what's the purpose of it. So I think both teams have actually gone through why we're going to do it, the value for individuals, what are the barriers, and I think barriers is something we'll want to see how further we can break down the barriers or create our strategy, again, to actually review against the barriers. Because we know there are barriers in how you actually break down. Which is the barrier which you cannot break down, which is, for example, not Malaysian, you were saying Malaysian usage in year 2000 was about 7 or 8%. It's increased, but to what level? So we may not be able to counter that barrier of people having accesses to consider the system. But then what is the next step? I had an interesting discussion with this company that's actually working with schools to put in internet usage in school, or rather e-booking. I think they call it e-book, I can't remember what it is. But basically they're saying in the next 3 or 4 years, children no longer going to have to carry their 8 kilo books to school. I'm quite impressed. But how do we then, or how does SCB look into tapping this sort of future thinking against whatever government strategies, whatever existing database? Perhaps it's worthwhile looking into as a step away from, yes, we have needs, we have requirements, we have barriers, we have technical solutions. So what's the way forward for this? I think that would be something worthwhile for you all to look at against as you do all your research on your project and things like that. Yeah. That's probably my point about it, that there's an opportunity to expand on what you have learned and carry out the research.
We will do it in version 2. In August, we will do that. Yeah. Now we heard you, we know what you want. Okay, Nelson, Mabel?
Okay, so
thank you, Mabel. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you later.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for arranging this.
Thanks everybody for coming and actually doing this presentation. Actually, it's been 20 years since I left college, and sitting here today give me a lot of fresh view and look into how the youngsters, especially the Gen Z, now XY already coming out to be Gen Z, right? The younger generation thinks and feel, which is actually honestly very interesting. I think there's a lot of good point being brought up. The need to engage the younger generation via Facebook, the need to create some kind of a buzz and so that actually, right, to actually attract a healthy base, for lack of a better word. I think those are all very interesting and very good point that actually is being raised. I think I doesn't want to dwell too much on the basic thing about need, because um, a lot of hypotheses have been put forward. For me, I'm a firm believer that, take for example, if I doesn't want to go holiday, do you think I will go to all the holiday website? I would, right? I would, because I have no need to go there, right? So a lot of company, right, have website on the internet, and a lot of company are into ease of navigation, stuff like that, and a lot of money spent surrounding that. You even got, if you Google, right, you always even got those link, tied up link, all these things that actually try to actually make you go to their website, stuff like that. But fundamentally, it boils down to, if I don't want to go traveling, I don't care, right? It's like Air Asia, right? They can save $10 lah, but if I just want to go holiday, right, $10 or $5 is immaterial, unless mentally I'm prepared to go on a holiday. After my exam, I'm going on holiday. You promote a $5 thing, of course I go, right? So that is something that is actually fundamentally what I strongly believe in from a personal perspective. So actually, like what Mabel said, if you could center and cover that and look at it in more detail, right, that would actually be pretty interesting. And I think in terms of put your presentation aside, I got this sitting here listening to the discussion on security, right? Especially on phishing, right? I hope you guys are referring to phishing 1.0 and not phishing 2.0. Technically, phishing 1.0, right, with a 2FA, which is what most banks deploy, right, can combat phishing 1.0. Phishing 2.0, which technically is Enigma or man-in-the-middle attack, right, which is a more complex and targeted approach and a more sophisticated kind of a phishing. That's why technically we call it phishing 2.0. It surfaced 3 years ago. I hope you guys are referring to phishing 1.0 and not phishing 2.0. So maybe you all want to research a little bit on that because it's pretty interesting and even on the topic of phishing itself. So there is a lot of security concern and there is a lot of people that are concerned with security. And like what Mabel said, everything there's a way to go around it. For me, I'm always concerned. I'm technically trained. I'm a freak when it comes to that. So, but then I practice different things. I always go online and buy things, stuff like that. All my airline ticket is booked online. But I practice differently. I always try to limit what card I use and try to lower the limit, stuff like that. And there are various ways that you can go around, try to actually like not be too, from a personal perspective, don't be too alarmed or ballistic overage. For example, I go internet and transact on a credit card, right? My credit card, I can set my limit. I set it to be very low because I have the luxury and opportunity to have different card. So I will just select one card, keep it very low, so that if somebody should whatever phishing 1.0, 2.0, and if they develop 1.3, right, so be it lah. I limit my loss, for lack of a better word. So there are a lot of ways, right, that even as customer, the more savvy you are, if you come to think more into it, right, then there are a lot of things that, and a lot of things that you can do to overcome all this kind of so, and which is the point that Mabel was trying to raise. Everything, every hurdle, there is always a solution. Of course, this solution is more of a very personalized solution, which I will not encourage anybody to do. Right. So there are a lot of solutions. Like before phishing came out, people when phishing 1.0 came out, a lot of banks, a lot of industry came up with 2FA authentication, meaning beside your password, for key financial transaction, if you want to proceed, you still need another mobile verification, which one of the presenter has brought up to reduce the risk of that is exposed by phishing 1.0. So all these are things that you can do to overcome that. So I think it's a very good piece of work that you guys have done. Remind me of my school days 20 years ago. No, more than that. 28 years ago. You can guess how old I am. Take a calculator and you can easily figure it out. I think since I have the opportunity to be sitting here talking to you all, just for any presentation, right? Don't be too concerned with who is in the audience for the presenter. So I did have heard presentation in college, right? How I psych myself is that all these people don't know anything. I know the most. So you walk in with more confidence. It's all about confidence. If you are confident, right, your style of articulation and the way you present, right, you won't be so nervous. So it's all about confidence. don't get me wrong, the first time I present to a wide audience of 600 over people, I stand down there, I also shake. Right? Don't get me wrong, over time, I realized that it's all about confidence and how you mentally set yourself up. Of course, you got to know the topic well, right? So just a piece of advice. And the next time you got the opportunity to present to me and Mabel, right? Please don't be too worried. We are just friends and older friends that you guys have.
Just a non-eBanking user.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for coming here. I hope you guys learn as much as I have. And anything that I can